From the Accu-Stats Arena at Caesars, Southern Indiana, welcome to the 2022 Derby City Classic for the All-Around Pocket Billiards Championship. Thank you. Thank you. Pool's most exciting event is sponsored by Diamond Billiard Products, by Simonis Cloth, and by Aramuth Belgian Billiard Balls. We also want to express our appreciation to OBQs, Master Chalk, and Outsville for their contributions. And we want to recognize our tireless and great tournament direction team from Bad Boys Billiards Productions for what they've done to once again put this thing together and make it run smooth. It's our 12th year here at the Caesars Southern Indiana. We want to thank them again for being such great hosts and partners throughout the years. And certainly we want to thank each and every one of you of our DCC family that's come here year after year to watch live in person. And for all of you out there watching around the world, thank you for helping make the Derby City Classic the most prestigious and popular event in professional pool. Thank you very much. All right, we've been waiting all week for this. 370 players began the bank pool division. 2 players are left. Neither have a rebuy. It's 1 race to 3 for the championship. Both of these gentlemen are looking for their first DCC title in the 3 divisions. So let's see who that's going to be. Introducing first from Moscow, Russia, the 2019 World 9-Ball Champion, and just recently coming off a victory at the 2022 Arizona Open, sponsored by Q-Tech, by Diamond Billiard Products, and by Tom. It's Fedor Gorst. From Glasgow, Scotland, a 3-time Derby City Bigfoot Challenge 10-ball champion, a U.S. Open 9-ball champion, and we already know about another record that this man holds, and he's going to add many more before it's all said and done. Sponsored by Perry Hughes, by Rassin, and by Kamui, it's the one and only Eagle Eye, Jayson. All right, here we go. 1 race to 3 for the championship. We're going to send it upstairs to the comm box, to Mark Wilson, and to Hall of Famer, the Kentucky Colonel, Nick Varner.
Next up, the bank pool finals of the 2022 Derby City Classic. We have a capacity crowd. I'm Mark Wilson, and we have expert analysis from 8-time world champion Nick Varner. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you, Mark. It's great to be here tonight.
Well, we know it's going to be a fast match, fireworks galore. It's 1 race to 3. You can anticipate that we will have great shot making and very little safety play. This is your game of preference too, isn't it, Nick?
Well, it's a lot of fun. I like this game. It's mostly offense, and I like to play it. And I think it's about the prettiest game on the pool table. Watching them balls, them banks fly across the table and go in the pocket.
Last night we had a break contest in here that Jayson won. I don't know if you were aware or knew that, but he always breaks great anyway, but he broke really well earlier today when he played on this table.
Well, one match I think he made balls every time. One game, I think he made 3.
5 ball on the wing, 5 balls in the heart of the pocket. The cue ball gets kissed into the side in the most ugly of fashions. He had the cue ball stopped. Little misfortune here to start off the match. Shaw will be -1. Interesting rule, only 1 player can be in the hole here. So if one player's -2 and the other player scratches, then that player is only -1. There's never going to be 2 negative scores simultaneously. Cross side on the 6. Nice stop shot there. Now he has a cross corner on the 2. It looks like there's a double kiss possible.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can get out of double kiss. I don't believe he'll play that one. There's actually maybe room to make this 8, either once or twice. I think it goes once. May have to brush a little of that point. Probably hit it pretty soft, maybe. Yeah, that kind of like it wanted to go anyway, and he hit
Right.
3 or 4 inches. That definitely had a chance there. I think the 2-ball goes here. I think he don't have the double kiss here. That's amazing how that shot, you really want to play it where it brushes the end rail.
Yeah.
You got a big pocket if you can get it down. But it's amazing how that ball pinches sometime like that. Comes off so sharp.
Well, I think he was also trying to make sure he beat the double kiss with that, and then that led him to hit it a little bit too thin. Gorst has had a couple nice scoring shots here to start his first 2 innings at the table. Now, Jeremy made a good point. These guys love these straight backs on brand new cloth because the pocket plays pretty large and they can get that ball flat coming in there. So if it grazes that long rail a little bit, it tends to glide on in.
Yeah, on new cloth, you got a big pocket. You can afford to go for a lot more shots than if the cloth's worn.
So it's like a 3 in the side, maybe.
Yeah, probably so.
But it's pretty slippery, so you'd have to cut it a little bit. Now he's looking at the 4-ball straight back. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely prefer this. This is laying actually pretty good.
Boy, good shot there.
May have to play this one 3 in the side. I don't know if he can cross it. Maybe he can get it to go long enough, but
I think he can get it to go. Oh, you mean long enough for the cross corner?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think it's just a little bit high. I think that 3 in the side plays real tough from here on brand new cloth. Doesn't mean he could do it.
Well, it's a pretty safe shot here.
He's playing 3 in the corner.
Or maybe 2
Cue
in the
ball.
side. I don't know which.
Yeah, I thought he flicked his Q-tip like he's down in the corner, but it was
Did he?
mainly to get the cue ball where it's at now, and Nick Varner calls this the gold bar.
Yeah, I tell you what, to close out that last match, that Jayson made a king-size bank long rail. It was a tough end. It was one, if he didn't make it, he might not be playing this match. It was really a tough one. He'll probably play this one too. 1 rail. Well, Banks is no different than any other game in terms of he who misses less usually wins.
Yeah.
But boy, he's left a good bank here. Don't have to play no defense at all here.
Strictly go all out to make the ball, and that's game ball. Game number 1 goes to Fedor Gorst. Nick, you talked about how much you like to play bank pool to warm up for playing 9-ball. Did you tell the people at home why?
Oh, I think bank's really a great game for a practice drill. I think any time you spend playing the 9-ball banks will really help your shot making. It's a game that, unlike a game like 9-ball, you have on a lot of shots, you have a margin of error where if you miss the cue ball a fraction, it still goes in. It sometimes is dangerous because it may give you the wrong position, but what's hard about the banks, when you first start playing sometime, you think you just kind of nonchalant, like you get sometime playing 9-ball, but then all of a sudden none of the balls are hitting the pocket, so it really teaches you to aim a lot harder. because you not only have to hit the object ball good, you have to combine the hit on the object ball with the hit on the cue ball, and much more demanding for the aiming on the banks.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and I agree. I think it's almost like a boxer entering the ring that hits himself to get used to the shock of the blow. I think it gets you dialed in. You're getting the speed of the rails, moving the cue ball. I'd never considered it before you mentioned it to me, but it certainly makes a lot of sense. And we get our first look at Gorst's break. Same place that Shaw broke from. 3 balls on the wing. And 3 balls down. Of course, yeah, popped that cue ball, stopped it good. Oh, kind of a misfortune there. He didn't really get a cross side, I don't think.
Yeah, he's got a couple choices here, pretty good. Either the 6 or the 5. Don't have to cut him either one too much. I don't know if he can twist a 7 or if he can spin it in. It looks to me like pretty tough. I'm not sure you can play that 7.
Seemed like he had a pretty good range on that cross corner in the first game, even though it didn't go in. He looked like he had a nice handle on it.
And he's got the 9 too. He seems to like the 9, probably because he can hit it just a hair fuller than the 5. He don't have to cut it as much as he would the 5, even though he's a little bit further from the 9.
Gorgeous hit.
Yeah, he might. He's almost in identical place, but I think he can actually twist this one if he chooses to. I think this one he's got enough to miss that that purple 4 ball there.
He's going 6 ball cross corner. Missed it a little bit long.
One thing about banks, it's not like horseshoes. That close is not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
No, everybody thinks this bank on the 1's automatic, but these are the ones where it's amazing to me always how tough these are, those points. You just don't think they're that big, but
Yeah.
but both of them. That's a great shot. And a lot of times when you play that, there's going to be a penalty if you don't make it. I mean, a lot of times you're playing possession, and that's a tough shot here with that cue ball close to the rail. Boy, you got to hit this 8 so good.
A little wide.
And that got away from him wide, like you say. It's always nice to see that whole cue ball. That goes for any shot, bank or.
Right. Yeah, when you're on the rail, you can only see the top part of it.
Well, he could cross the 6 or he can play the long rail on the 5. He's a lot closer to the 6, but he's got to cut it a lot more. And deciding what speed he's going to hit this. Do you fire this in, or do you, when you roll it, your odds of making it are a lot, not as near as good as if you hit it a little bit firmer. At least I prefer to hit this dead center and firm.
Great shot there.
Well, I thought he had to cross it.
I did too.
I thought he had to cross it. That one fooled me totally.
Three ball straight back. Pretty good hit. A little wide.
Wow, what a nice shot.
Didn't make it. Thought it went just a little too much wide, but it trickled right on in. Good speed.
Well, he was ducking pretty good there, but at that speed, I think he would have left a shot anyway, unless it hung. But he put that cue ball where he's got a tough bank, a lot tougher bank now. Yeah, what he's doing here, he just wants to be sure where these balls are going to go, where the margin of error is at if he misses it, and what he's going to leave Jayson. He took a second look there. And that's a perfect speed to play. Even though Jayson does have a shot on this too, he couldn't leave him much tougher on that bank.
Gonna have to straighten this one up off the end rail if he hits it straight on.
That's what's nice about new cloth. You can really stiff those things.
Oh, look at
This will be an interesting spot here for Ken.
Yeah. Hope he's not nervous here.
He had one in the last match where it was a tough spot. And what shot you like here are the best? 8 to 4?
Well, I think the 8 is what I usually like the best. But if he goes cross corner on the 4, that's okay too. It's not much worse. He likes the 4 better. I would default towards Fedor's judgment on this.
Well, I think I like the 4 better. Good thing here you're not going to leave anything easy unless it is the 4. A lot of times in bank pool, that's the shot you end up a lot of times leaving your opponent as a ball you're shooting sometime the best shot.
Mm-hmm.
He's jumping on Jayson right off the get-go here. He's on the hill this game. He's got 4.
Yeah, they're not missing many banks, that's for sure. Straight back. This is game ball for Fedor. A little wide. Took care of the cue ball. Pretty good speed with the cue ball.
Yeah, you got to think seriously here. I think about knocking the 5 in and coming up table about where he's at now, or even if he's a little more toward the far corner or the left corner.
Jayson likes this.
Well, if he can keep from scratching,
Yeah.
I like it too. Didn't quite get it thin enough, did he? It was you really had to get that thin. And I think if he caught it thin enough, he might have ended up in that drink. He was trying to miss that pocket.
Right.
Now there he used the speed. He tried to use speed to get that ball when it hits a 7 to come away from that long rail so he could have a chance to make it and then avoid the scratch, because it was pretty close to laying for the scratch. He's got the sweet shot here. Just roll it. Not going to leave very much. And for his case ball, I love this shot, especially if I hit a 4. If I was on the hill here. No, he shot it harder. I guess I didn't see the right angle.
Oh, he's glad that didn't drop. Whew. That makes a difference.
Well, I'm going to play this 8 cross side. The best way I think I can make it. I don't know if he can make this 8 or make the 2, or if he can cross that. He could cross a 7. but it might be.
Yeah,
I think he can get out of the scratch, but
the 8 has a little bit better defensive aspect to it, I think. That's why he's playing it this way.
I think the 7 can go. It's tough, but yeah, he's just going to knock it in. They're certainly kind of laying to his advantage, especially since he's got 4 banks. Well, Jayson got a pretty good bank here.
I should say. I think he's going to have to go forward, try to get on the 7 next.
Yeah, this is one of those. I think I'd not worry so much about position, just make this 8. Well, he's able to hit it hard enough to come across. That's real nice.
Be nice with the 2 bank straight back for him from here. I don't know that it does.
You got to think a little bit here about knocking this 5 in and leaving him where he can't hit the ball when it spots.
Yeah.
But he can play this 2 in the corner, and it's pretty free. This way he might leave a bank. Because one thing, he can't win until that 5 goes in. And one thing about this 9-ball bank, running 3 banks is, Fedor is not that big a favorite. A lot of people think, oh, you're stealing from here. Far from it.
Oh, yeah, no. Earlier today, there was a match, and Tony Shohan he's playing Fedor, and Fedor needed, let's see, it was Hill, 4-4, but Fedor is 2 games to nothing, and Tony made the bank, and then Broken ran the next 2 to beat Fedor. Or no, he didn't. Yeah, I guess Fedor must have broke dry or something. But anyway, he ran 11 banks to win.
Pretty strong.
Yeah. So you got to know anybody in this field at this stage of the game is very dangerous. It was a nice hit.
Very nice. He didn't leave anything easy, that's for sure here. See, I think he can twist it and play it long rail. I think he can cross it, get enough on it to spin it in the pocket, but those...
Yeah, Jayson hates to pocket that ball here because he knows he's giving up a shot at game ball for Fedor because you can't hide him. Oh, that wasn't good. He needed to do something better than that with the 2, Nick. He basically put the 2 out of play.
Yeah, and I think earlier he'd been better knocking that 5 in where he could kept him from hitting that ball in the spot. He couldn't do it from up there very easy. He's got a really sweet shot here. I think he can cross this, roll it, and he's not going to leave anything. Overcut that a hair. Yeah, he just can't hardly afford to knock any in. He could make this 7 and draw back. And yeah, that's about the best thing he could do there. He's got to get him in a position where he forces Fedor to knock that first one in, and then he can knock in the other one. So he's got a chance to win.
What he's doing here, 4 rails, no safe. Good shot.
Yeah, just play this long rail and just don't hit the 2. No, he's just going to tie him up. There's nothing wrong with that unless he leaves him a bank. Boy, that's hard not to make that ball, huh? Well, the last thing Fedor wants to do here is make a ball.
Right. That got interesting.
Yeah, he can probably roll on top of the 5 here. And here he can just tap the 5.
Or the 2.
Well, here he can take him up table.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, it didn't go in. Delighted about that.
It'll be tough not to make one here. Don't want to leave that cross side.
It's hoping to make both balls there, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, he certainly didn't want to give this away. It's just, here's a crack at match ball, game ball. And
Yeah, this one you want to shoot at any speed. You have confidence you can make the 5 because this he can hit that 5 pretty full. Even though he's a long way from it, he's got a good chance to make this one. Well, Jayson got a breath of fresh air there.
yeah.
Yeah, here he can bank it, roll it at the pocket. It'll be totally free. No, he's done something else. Trying to make them both. I'd say that's fairly safe. I think he's trying to make them both.
Yeah, I thought so too.
He can maybe play this ball 2 in the side. I don't know which way he might go here. But if he does, if he misses it, he figures to leave a long rail bank
Looks like he's
for
playing it
Jayson.
2 rails up and down.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. He wants a cue ball just like it is now with the 2 ball, where those 2 balls are blocking that corner pocket.
It's a good hit. Tremendous effort.
We'll look for him to cross corner this one. There shouldn't be any pressure on this shot because I don't think he can. If anything he leaves, it's not going to be easy here if it don't go.
Great shot.
I think he needs to get the 7 a little closer to the hole. Hit it real thin on top or on the left side, go to the end rail. Because he's got a good chance now if he can get it where Fedor can't. Whoever makes that second ball is going to be in a strong position. Oh, he had to make it. Ooh,
He didn't
got
have to. He
way
could have
out.
kicked into the edge of it, off the end rail.
Yeah, I thought I don't like making that.
Yet another free shot.
Boy, this is free here. I don't know if he can roll this, though, and have a very good chance to make it. It's going to be close. And if he fires it in, he could end up losing this game easy. I think he'll roll it, play more conservative.
No, you were right.
Well, it was laying better than I thought.
Nice hit.
That was a nice
Wow. Yeah, not an easy hit to make there with a rolling ball. 2 games for Gorst. Those balls hanging in the hole finally ended up costing Jayson. He just couldn't get away from that.
I think he'd been better off going to the end rail and kicking it into the point. I think there, instead of knocking it in and giving him a free shot.
Yeah. All right, everybody, we got a short player timeout. We'll be right back. Gorst is leading now, 2-0, and breaking here in game 3. He's 1 game away from securing the title. He was in a good position last night to possibly win the 10-ball, also finishing second to Joshua Filler. So Gorst is already having a monster week. Real good break.
Yeah, he parked that cue ball. He hit that so square. That was perfect.
Got the pockets tied up with balls hanging in them.
Yeah, you don't have a great bank to start with. What do
Sure.
you like here, Mark?
Boy, I know that's got to be disappointing to not have a better shot than this.
I like playing that 3 cross corner for this lower left pocket and bringing the cue ball with high around that 5. And of course, if you get all the way to the end rail, you're going to leave a pretty good cross side. So,
And you're going to have to hit it somewhat hard because you're thinning the 3, right? Is that what you said, cross corner on the 3?
yeah, and I might shoot it harder so I can get up. When I hit the end rail, I get up and take the banks on the one ball away for that cross side, so I don't leave him full on that. If I could get the cue ball, maybe I can't get it right where it's at now, but more over toward that far rail or the left rail. But he's going to bank the
Safe.
Safe.
He's playing safe. Can't blame him there.
No.
He wants Shaw to earn his opens, like you were saying in the break, how he's got the best of the more natural banks. And he's going to keep Jayson off of making natural banks, make him manufacture banks and take risks in so doing.
Well, he's got him back on his heels, Jayson. And I think knocking the 8 in there might have been a better choice than trying that bank.
He caught a pretty good break with the 4-ball kind of getting up on top of that.
Yeah, because I can't tell if he can cross this and get very far down. I don't really like rolling this unless I can get the cue ball to the end rail here. I don't like stopping up there where I might leave a shot on the, well, of course, I think the 3 and 9 are blocked unless it's cross corner.
He might be playing safe. He was playing the offense. I was afraid of the scratch. But he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I played a lot of games like this where you never get a good shot.
Yeah. We're going to see a little sparring here. In Johnson City, when they played bank pool, was that 15-ball banks or was it 9-ball banks?
They didn't play banks in Johnson City, except for gambling. They played one pocket 9-ball and straight pool.
Okay. I see. So when Eddie Taylor won a title, it was one pocket. I was thinking he won banks, but I guess I'd be wrong.
Well, he could have won. He won all around, I think. So he had to win 2 of them 3 divisions. I don't know how many's in the all around. It could have just been 2 of them, or it could have been 3 of them. But Yeah, and Banks was his best game.
Right. So he won an all-around and something less than his best game.
When my dad took me over there when I was a teenager, and I asked Luther Laster, I said, anybody play Eddie Taylor? I'd heard about his reputation playing Banks. Anybody play Eddie Taylor even? Luther said, no chance.
All right. About what year would that have been, Nick?
That was about 64 or 5 in there. Probably 66. I know one thing. I seen that Eddie win one 9-ball match where he had a long railer in that 9-ball where, and he just pinned it. The guy played safe, but he got him a little off this end rail, and it was pretty full too. But those tables always, most of the time, played a little damp over at Johnson City because of that pit area, and I don't know if he can hit this ball, but if he can, it's pretty obvious the shot. Yeah, you hate this when you're down 2-0 and you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight with all your might to it's going to be such a grind. Morally, it's a little bit puts you in a bad frame of mind, and especially with Jayson, he's used to shooting at the hole. Back there wasn't too long ago, he shot at the hole 715 times.
Right. I really like what Gorst did on the opening shot of this rack from the break was play safe and force him to come with, an off-angle bank or something that's distasteful. He did not take a chance of leaving him a routine cross corner, cross side.
Yeah.
I think that was smart.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a pretty good bank there.
Yeah.
But after all them safeties, it didn't hit that one too good. That's what happens to you a lot of times when you play that defense. And when you finally get a shot, sometimes it's hard to make it. And it was laying a little bit where it was hard. You had to hit it full enough to get it to go long enough, too. You had to get pretty close to that double kiss anyway. Now, is he playing this 5 long rail?
Looks like it. Boy, he smoothed that right out of there. Got a nice hit. He didn't overdo it. Nice stroke, nice flowing stroke through it. Oh, nice cross side he's come up with here.
Tell you what, he could get out here.
He might be thinking the same thing.
Well, you for sure don't want to let this 9 get away. You can never forget to make the ball you're shooting.
Right.
Even if you're thinking about some position, you want to. Well, there's no duck on that shot, but he got it a little low on the cue ball there and got too close to the ball. So now he can cross this 7. He may go the long rail. That's the safest way to go. But I like just going ahead playing the best shot cross corner here. Because if your speed's good, you can put him on the end rail up there where all the balls are around that first or between the first and second diamond. Where this way, it's going to have to lean in for this to go. I think that's a way lower percentage shot. I would
Yeah.
have went for the juggler there because I don't think he had to leave him a shot anyway if he missed it. Yeah, see, he made him gamble there. Well, yeah, I think he's lost a little patience here. I think I would have went ahead and tried to make that one and took the one and played safe.
Yeah.
Because I think he's left this 7 unless it's too close to the 4. I think this goes, and I think it's going to be, unless he leaves him a shot, I think he can play totally safe. Maybe not. I wouldn't think he'd take any chances here, but
I don't think he did take any chance there. He was playing
I
the
don't
cue ball
know.
mostly, right?
I don't think
Oh,
here.
maybe-
This is going to be a short game here if Jayson don't make this 2, because can he not hit the 2?
I think the 4 is
Blocking it?
no. Well, I don't know about that, but the 2's up above, so I think the 4 plays just a little bit easier, despite the fact it's a hard, thin hit.
Well, I don't like that bridge behind the back for my money.
Well, there you go. Did you say it was going to be a short match?
Well, wow. I guess he couldn't. Surely the 2 didn't go. I mean, the 2's a hanger compared to where he was lined up on that 4.
No, this is match ball here.
Yeah. Yeah, that 2 must have not went. But boy, I didn't like his stance and behind the back and bet all his chips on that shot.
Well, there it is. That shot was for a picture on the banner up here next to Nick Varner. And you can see, we look at Nick every day right here. That was 1999, Nick. You were the first winner of that.
Yeah.
There's the 2022 winner of it. It would be Fedor Gorst, 21 years old. He feels much better playing here this year because he doesn't have to have a fake ID finally. He's 21, so can you imagine playing the top speed? Got second here last night, first tonight.
Yeah, he's playing pretty solid. He controlled that match totally.
And it did seem like Shaw lost a little patience there, down 2-0, which he shouldn't, but maybe a little inexperience. And nevertheless, Gorst played fantastic. So.
Yeah, he kind of, I think he did lose some patience, and maybe he's tired sometime. When you get, he's been pretty busy this week.
Yeah.
So maybe being
So is Gorst.
tired, and yeah, but he's 21.
Come on, Shaw's only 33, I think. So.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between 21 and 33 on stamina.
All right, well, this has been fun, and we want to thank you for joining us, everyone, and so long for just a while.